Hello, beloved, and welcome to your message from God Himself, okay? The big God. I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for joining me, okay? Let us tap in and begin with your message. Let's find out why you were drawn to the title to begin with, or why your YouTube algorithm presented my vibration to you, okay? Let's tap in and find out what's happening here. Okay. Being called to swap. Okay. Okay, so the message here is pretty I feel this message is redundant in its formality, because I feel like it won't be the first time you hear a message like this. I feel that firstly this is about a comic feminine, okay, or masculine. This is about a comic feminine or masculine. Comic feminine, comic masculine, okay? That you're dealing with. And to those who have karmic debt or a karmic contract with someone that is completed or has been in the process of completion, where you're closing it off, you're leaving someone alone, or you've done that already but they don't want to leave you alone. Those two narratives here, that's for you, okay? This is your reality, and apply it to this message if those realities resonate with you. So it's either you've left someone alone and they don't want to leave you alone, or you're in the process of leaving someone alone. You know what I'm saying? No longer holding back, no longer caring like you used to. This is for you. That's your karmic feminine or karmic masculine energy that is showing up in this message. Hence, you've tapped in. You felt it, you tapped in, you're aligned. Let's see what's going on here. God, please talk to us about this matter at hand. So here, I feel that you're dealing with someone who feels like things were left unspoken properly, or there wasn't a resolution. Someone here, this is a comic feminine, a comic masculine energy that feels like they didn't receive closure, okay? I'm being called to switch the deck of cards here. But okay, yeah. But I feel like this person is living in a false sense of identity. I feel like they're just in an illusion that they're struggling to get out of. A lot of time has passed, or they're not satisfied with the outcome and they're just seeking some form of redemption, because they feel like how things it didn't enable them to get the closure they needed or what they wanted out of the situation. They didn't get what they needed or what they wanted here. Hence, they still stuck up on you the way they are. Oh, the way they are. Someone here is still delusional in thinking you still care. Now, I know that there are those that actually do still care. And for your own sanity, I feel already in this person's energy, they know which buttons to push. So if you still care, you are very vulnerable to their tactics. I'm just letting you know, okay? And to those that don't care, this person is just delusional in thinking that you still do. So take that how it applies and resonates for your reality. They're just hung up, stuck on you here. I feel like this is a spell work user here, spell work abuser of a person. This is spiritually based within their regard. Talk to us, God. Tap us in to this vibration. What's happening with this karmic feminine, karmic masculine energy that my beloved collective is dealing with at this time, or has dealt with already? Okay, what's the energy of the comics? Thank you. So we have God's presence and the Hermit reversed. Okay. So the problem is God's presence. This is this person's psychological makeup at this time. God's presence is the problem. God's presence in your life. They feel like really God's presence would be symbolic to your protection. They're You're dealing with someone who resents you for your own intuition and your own protection. So the problem is God's presence. They feel like the problem is they feel like you're way too protected. That's the problem. They feel like you're protected. The problem is your protection. And then the challenge is the unknowingness of you. This person feels like they don't know you and they feel like you're way too protected. That's what's happening here. They feel like they don't know you the way they thought they did as well. So I feel like someone here is struggling to grasp you, who you are, what you offer, who you are to the world, your spiritual rank. Someone here is just sitting in awe of it, but at the same time, they don't want to respect you. They don't want to be in awe. In awe is to be enamored with respect, not just love by someone else, like glorifying someone with that grace. Someone feels these emotions, but they don't want to, so they fight them by hate. Hating you is better than ever looking at you as somewhat of an inspiration, even though that's what they want to be on, that's what they want to do. But this shouldn't make you feel bad, beloved, because the only thing you need to understand is that people are projections of themselves and their true identity. The only reason this person doesn't want you to know is because they don't want you to feel like you are that person, because they want to be like you. They want to be you. They want to have that control over you. They want to be in that vibration. So it's not that you are not real with it, or you're not who you are, or you don't deserve to be respected or things like that. It's sort of like this person is just projecting that on you. They want you to feel like that about yourself, but that's not the case. The case is they're stuck on you, stuck on their own spell work that they sent your way, and realizing that it's meaningless, it's pointless right now. None of it worked, because none of it worked and none of it ever gained them any sort of control over you. Instead, it put them in a position to be looked at as even crazier than they were looked at before. Someone feels that they being looked at as crazier than how people saw it before. Like it's more, it's deeper now. Oh, it's deeper now. So I feel like this is someone who has been coming after you, coming for you, coming towards you, and not wanting to respect your boundaries, respect your life, respect who you are. Because they wanted their way, they wanted their outcome here. Okay, you're dealing with that sort of breed of a person here. Feminine, comic masculine. So it would be that this comic feminine energy would be a femme fatale energy, meaning that they're dangerously elusive. Elusive meaning deceptive to themselves, to the world, therefore towards life itself. They are a walking projection of an illusion they created. And with the comic masculine, they are a homme fatale, a dangerously seductive, problematic man who feels like they can sleep their way into your good heart again. So take that how it applies. But someone feels like they have that sort of power over you. Even with this comic feminine, they feel like they can do something. But I feel like I feel like something happened here where they realize some form of truth about you, about this situation, and about how they've been going about things. And I feel like this was recently done or discovered or endured by this comic feminine or comic masculine energy, where they realized something and then it brought them to their knees here. Like literally, someone here, either they were praying or they were chanting or they were really just tweaking out, man. And I feel like it was because they knew what they sacrificed and what that meant, because they sacrificed, their sacrificial ways were not promising anyway. They were just doing it because they thought it was going to work on you for whatever cause or reason that fit into that delusion of thinking, right? But truth is, whatever they sent your way or projected your way, it was unrealistically done to a point where it was just like, you know what? You just need to channel this person's energy, get what you need to get from them in closure to you, and move on. Like, I feel like God enabled you to see this person for who they were so that you have some form of closure so that you can move on from them, because someone here was so caught up in you and your life and your world, they really refused to move on. Like, someone did not want, like, someone was like, nah, nah. And this could have been the narrative of like someone else's karmic, like someone you are connected to or were connected to. This doesn't have to be your karmic, okay? That's the narrative God wants me to put out. So it's like the narrative could be, this is your karmic, of course, you know, this person you're dealing with, this person you've dealt with them, and this is what's up, you know, generalizing it like that. And also this could be that this is someone that, you know, is connected to someone else and you are just third party in it, or supposedly to this person, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's an illusion that this person has where they feel like there's some form of power that they can still utilize or still has. I feel like it's just that they're looking for some form of power to still have control. Someone still wants control here over you, over your life, your relationships, you, what you do next, where you end up, where you go. I feel like you're dealing with a narcissist energy that loves to control you because it makes them feel powerful when you're under their control. Someone is feeding their ego with your own identity. You are someone powerful, so controlling you makes them feel powerful. How elusive and disturbed and retarded is that information, ladies and gentlemen? That fact. Someone here has been betrayed by their own spell work. Because I feel like you're dealing with someone who had so much hope in what they were doing that it felt like it would have been impossible for something not to work out in their mind. Like, in their mind, they were already you. They're already in your position. They already had what they wanted. They already had the outcome, the win, whatever their narrative was, whatever resonates with your reality, whatever they wanted. It felt real, like they had already obtained it because they had so much faith and trust in what they were projecting and doing. But God had other plans. You know what they say, right? You want to make God laugh? Make plans, or have plans, rather. And I feel like that's what this person has always been on: the planner, the strategist, the elusive minded one. Always thinking something that is not true, but always thinking it because that's what makes them feel good about themselves. And that matters most. They need to feel good about themselves. It does not matter what anything anyone says or what a situation is. It has to be applicable to their liking, or they will continue to push, right? It's just insane that I feel like this person pushed to the limit, to the core, where they went above and beyond, only to realize that maybe, just maybe, they've been lying to themselves about this whole thing. When it comes to you, I'm being called to clear the energy and use a different set of cards here. A deck of cards. Because you know what I feel? I feel like you're dealing with someone who really thought that they could have your life and they really wanted it for themselves. Someone was stalking you, gang stalking you, lying about you to people, making people think a certain way about you, you know, when it wasn't even the reality of who you were. They just wanted that sort of belief system to be instilled in others so that they have some form of control over your identity. so that their word is law when it comes to you and your life. But in reality, this person is just elusive, helpless, powerless, and they're just feeding off of your life because you are that powerful. They didn't go above and beyond for no reason. I feel like someone went above and beyond, but it wasn't for no reason. They knew what they were striving for and what was possibly to be won here in this situation. And they wanted that for themselves here. They were not willing to walk away until they tried to see if it would work. And it didn't. It ended in sad despair, which is what is unfolding right now in their lives. Just looking at you, scared. How are you still standing? How is this happening? Because I feel like you're dealing with karmic feminine, karmic masculine energy that felt like they had you. They had you. They just had you, you know? But, or they had your person or your past person if you are the third party in this instance. Okay, take the narrative how it resonates, guys. Your reality is your reality here, okay? Okay. Okay. So the third party situation could definitely be this person's subconscious of what they see you to be. Like they feel like you just a means to an end. They felt like this. Yeah, definitely. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I'm being called to take them both reversed, you know? So the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords reversed, that's really deep. Okay. Two more, Val. Okay. We have the Fool and the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is really interesting. This is, you know. So, I'm being called to, okay, let's see here. Let's see what God has in store here. What's the narrative for them? Okay, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Oh my God. So I feel like someone really posed you to be a threat to them. So much so that they were willing to do whatever it took, whatever. Like the amount of a threat they posed you to be in their reality led them to make certain deceptive led them to make certain deceptive ideas and want to create them into reality. This was someone who wanted an outcome so bad that they believed whatever needed to be believed in, or whatever needed to be done. They believed and they just kept doing it or going until they crashed, which is what I feel is happening now. The crashing, someone's crashing here. They realizing something was short-lived and temporary based on a certain illusion that they created and had, and they're not happy with it. Someone's completely shattered because they really thought you were gonna someone really thought you were gonna be damaged from their spell work, or it was gonna be so effective that you are no more bad news, or just, you know, outcasted. How ruthless is that? Okay, I'm being called only to take this. Okay, so there's definitely divine feminine, divine masculine energy here, which is coming from you. I feel like you are a divine breed that cross paths with the karmic energy that wants that same image, likeness, way of being, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to receive it, to maintain it, to portray it, to be like it. I feel like you're dealing with a karmic feminine energy that is very superficial here and that is willing to tap into whatever needs to be tapped into for them to get what they need. Okay. Comic feminine, comic masculine energy here that lost their ways in their own spirituality here, or in what they thought to be spiritual. Someone is stressed out right now. This is this comic feminine, comic masculine energy. Huh. They're wondering what you know. Like, what do you really know? Are you withholding? Are you not saying certain things? Someone's really projecting to you to a point where like they don't know what's real or not. Okay? Stressed out, worried. Hmm. It's like the energy of someone who wanted to be the prize, the one that gets the attention, the one that you need or is needed in life. Someone here wanted to desperately be needed, but like they someone was so desperate for like attention or your life. They wanted it to the point where it led them to no end. They were so desperate that they lost it. Someone lost it here because what they did, all this spell work, this manipulation, is keeping them stuck in some form of elusive state of being that's making them think something that's not real. It really isn't real. That's the problem. That's what I feel is happening in their reality. Like, as they keep thinking it, it's like it becomes more unreal. It's just, I don't know, someone's tripping out here on you, man, on your life. They feel like you did something where you are not deserving of something, that you have been on something. Like someone is tripping here, and they really projecting to you when they don't even want to take a look at what they did. Now it'd be too wild or too painful to acknowledge it for what it is. So they choose to project, choose to make themselves the victim so that they get away with it. But in actual reality, this person feels like you took their life, or you are their, you are the means to an end. They feel like the decision they made to come against you or go against you was a mistake. They feel like they made a mistake, and it's making them trip out every day because they don't know what to expect from you. What are you doing? What are you planning? So whatever information they're holding on to about you is no longer working out for them because they don't know if it's real or not. And they don't know if they should believe it or not, because what they're seeing of you, whatever happened that triggered them into this awakening, the spiritual awakening of actually understanding what's really going on, not what they wanted. It's making them believe even more of unreal things than they were believing before. It's just someone's here is like really going down a rabbit hole where they don't understand life, because something happened that pushed them over the edge that had to do with you. Like they really thought they had something on lock or something was gonna work out, but when it didn't, something tweaked them out here. I feel like you're dealing with someone here who thought they could get something back or do something, and when it wasn't working out, they wondered why, until they found the answer, and then they just lost it even more. Now they're on painkillers or just a certain type of substance to keep them away from feeling anything to do with this, just keeping them away from this mindset of understanding what this really means to them, or what this is really about, or how deep they went with it, and how it didn't get them nowhere but into nothingness. Because I feel like you're dealing with an individual who wanted you to the point, wanted your life, wanted your status quo, wanted to be known for something here that has to do with destroying you here. Oh wow. Oh wow. Let me name the energies here. With Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So, okay, that's the energy. I feel like you're dealing with someone who thought they were unique, they were different, they were tapped in, like until you came along. And then it was like questionable. Everything they ever thought about themselves was questionable, you know? And then they hated you more for that because, like, why are you making me question myself? Like, I know what I know, or whatever, you know? But you are the truth, you know? And they don't want to believe that. But whether or not they choose to believe that, that's what it is, you know? So, damned if they do, damned if they don't. So, yeah, you know, what can we say? Oh, okay, nothing. Because someone here thought that they could project, lie, deceive, like they could get away with it for whatever cause or reason they thought that was possible. Like someone was tripping out thinking that life was that simple for them to be able to do something like that and get away with it. Hmm. Let's see what's going on. Talk to us, God, please, further about this. This matter. Okay, here we go. Okay. I keep seeing the same cards. I feel like this is someone who feels like you are better than them, or like it'd be weird if this is a karmic masculine energy that wanted, like, that was with you because you were powerful and wanted to feel powerful as well. So they stuck with you, you know? But anyway, that's just a narrative here. You know, nonetheless, this is karmic feminine, karmic masculine energy. Someone that feels like you are better than them, that you have more lights, more shine than them, and that you are more gifted than them, and that you are more tapped in. So they're scared of what you know and what you might produce with what you know and what you might be on with what you know, because they don't understand you. And the more they try to, is the more they lack the understanding of you, because you are a puzzle, a really grand design of a puzzle, you know, here. So, you know, I feel like you're dealing with someone who feels like they lost the battle, they feel defeated, they feel like nothing is ever what they thought it was. And you leaving it like that. um you leaving them with that grand design, that deja vu, you know, where it's like, you know, you thought I gotcha, you thought you had me, but that's, you know, that was not true. So yeah, whatever this person thought, they feel like it was all a lie. They feel like they deceive themselves by even projecting this sort of narrative, and now they kind of have to live with it, which I don't know if, I don't know. We'll proceed with this energy whenever it shows up again, whether it's tomorrow or the day after or whenever. God will decide. But this was your narrative, you know, and my ancestors. Let's not leave all 19 of them within me behind. Okay? I really hope this brought you some form of closure and understanding of what you're facing with regards to this karmic feminine or masculine energy. I'm sending you nothing but love, closure, and healing to the mind and the heart and body. In the name of Jesus, in Jesus' name, and the blood. Amen.